Almost all of our thoughts are reflections of past experiences that have been modeled to us by some of the most influential people in our life. So the brain is either going to strengthen or deconstruct those neural pathways with every thought, action, or emotion. So the more you use a certain pathway in your brain, the stronger it becomes. So those pathways can be feelings or emotions or even thoughts of like guilt, shame, fear, anxiety, jealousy, anger. And the more we go there to that place in our mind, the more those thoughts and emotions are infused into our biological chemistry. So, you know how you've come across people in your life that seem to be addicted to drama? Things like skepticism, fear, anxiety, anger, all those emotions can become hardwired into your brain to where it becomes a neurological reflex. And every time we have a neurological reflex, the brain releases certain chemicals. These chemicals are released through neurotransmitters in our brain. So, in essence, the brain becomes addicted to the chemicals that the neurotransmitters release every time you have a neurological reflex to those emotions, thoughts, or feelings. So, once the brain becomes addicted to these chemicals, it begins to look for reasons to have the activation of that neurological reflex. So the brain begins to look for reasons to go there, to have anger, to have jealousy, to have anxiety, just so we can get that chemical hit that it needs. And if there's no reason, or if it can't find a reason to have that chemical hit, then it will create one. So the brain will then create all these scenarios and these thoughts and, these illusions in order to basically support that it needs this hit, in order to support that there's a reason to be angry, a reason to be jealous, a reason to be anxious. So that's why you see a lot of people creating issues and creating problems in their lives just so they can become a victim of those situations that they've created. And the issues that they create, that they in turn become victim of, are just validations of the pre-existing programming that's there. So let's take this back.